7th and 8th grade boys action here at the West Rutland homecoming game. Proctor won the toss, chooses to defend the side near the scoreboard. West Rutland will start with the ball. We've got two 30-minute halves to come here. Games also being taped today. We had 7th and 8th grade girls, all Proctor, 9-0. Did not tape 5th and 6th boys, but I understand Proctor boys won that 4-2. Got this game, 7th and 8th grade boys. We'll also have varsity girls, Proctor at West Rutland, and varsity boys, Proctor at West Rutland. Hot sunny day, it's about 80 degrees, a little bit of a breeze. Beautiful day for soccer. Both benches short. We're playing 9-on-9 today. Timekeeper gives the nod and we're starting. West Rutland plays back. Nice move into space. Proctor controls down the West Rutland sideline and right back deep for West Rutland. Proctor calmly plays. Individual move up the sideline. West Rutland steps but oversteps that ball. Proctor plays to the middle, back to the sideline, and deep into the corner. Great challenge for the West Rutland fullback. A little bit of time. Thank you.
Sophomore class has 10.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that happened.
No worries. They asked probably. Yeah. That ball played back into the middle. We've got a foul on Proctor. Going to be a green kick. And that ball deep to the far side, controlled by Proctor. Got a green throw. Throw to the corner. Misplay by Proctor. And deep up the sideline. Thought that ball was going to carry out, and it eventually does. Another green throw. Physical play there. That ball off West Rutland shin guards and out of bounds. Going to be a Proctor throw. A lot of space. West Rutland stabs and misses. Proctor looking to carry that ball up the sideline, but nicely played for West Rutland. Out of danger. Got a Proctor throw. Out of bounds again. Proctor throw. And out of bounds again. Proctor throw.
Go the other way with it. Go! Come on, Scotty!
Deep into the corner. Proctor looks to cross. I believe that went off a West Rutland player, so we've got a Proctor corner coming. 26 minutes left, scoreless first half so far here at the West Rutland's homecoming game. This is 7th and 8th grade boys. Although I do see a couple young ladies mix in out there, and I know there are probably some 5th and 6th graders playing up on these teams as well. Both programs a little light on numbers at the lower levels. Great ball played in, and West Side goaltender Kyle Laughlin is up to that task. Great throw up to midfield. That ball carries, controlled by Proctor. Swing and a miss. Chip into space, swing and a miss. That's 2 for West Rutland. One more and we're out. Great cutback, ball into the box. That's trouble. Who's there? West Rutland clears. 50-50 ball, won by the Proctor player. Rolls it wide. West Rutland gains control. Looking up that sideline there to the middle.
Good job, Matt. Good job, Ty. One time.
Nice job of the West Side defense. Clear that ball out of trouble. We're going to have a Proctor throw near sideline, deep in the West Rutland net. Into the top of the box, has one up and over.
Yeah. One more to Scott. Come on, keep working.
Proctor coach hoping for one more pass across the top of the box there, but boy, that's a hard shot to pass up when you got that much space.
Come on now.
We got a West Rutland goal kick. See if we take this outside.
Yeah. Push back. Let's run it.
Sub coming for West Rutland.
Go.
You're in, bud. You're in. West Rutland subs in. I believe that's Mr. Skaza, number 50, checking into the game. Boy, West Rutland right up the middle. Ball controlled by Proctor, and they ram it right down into the box. Great move. Pressure coming. And West Side goalkeeper scoops. Couple dribbles. Got a bomb of a punt. Holy smokes. Up past midfield. Controlled by Proctor. And they swing wide up the far sideline. Great challenges for West Rutland. And Proctor dropping back. Control West Rutland. And that ball is to the top of the box. Misplay West Rutland. 3 Proctor players back here. This is trouble. Great challenge by Kyle, and Nat comes out and makes that save. Holy smokes. Ball up to midfield. Controlled by Proctor. Back to the top of the box. Proctor looking. Great pass into space. Kyle's going to come out on that one too. And he's there. Tough kid, aggressive kid, not a bit of fear. And that ball is bouncing at the midfield line. Kyle's got a great boot. It's a long kick for a junior high player. Ball to the far sideline. Proctor controls, tries to chip ahead. And that is out of bounds. Subs coming for both teams. So you're watching a 7th and 8th grade soccer match here in West Rutland, part of the homecoming festivities. 22 minutes remain in the first half of a scoreless tie. 7th and 8th grade, primarily boys, but we do have some young ladies out there. And primarily 7th and 8th grade, I know we've got some players playing up as well. So Proctor controls, takes wide, has one. Apologize, lost the ball from the glare off my screen here. We're back in play. Back in frame, I guess is what we're trying to say. 50-50 ball, controlled by West Rutland. Up to midfield. Nice turn, great pressure. Physical play, elbow up a little bit there, but no call. West Rutland seeing if we can make something happen here. Great thought, but we have an offside call. Scott Maxim, the far side official, all over that. Nice look into space, but the West Rutland player just a little bit behind the Proctor defense. West Rutland gains control on the far sideline near midfield. Ball out of bounds. Going to be a Proctor throw. Ball out of bounds. Another Proctor throw. Deep into the corner. That's a nice ball. Great recovery by the West Rutland defense. A little dicey there. Turnover deep in the West Rutland end. Let's see what Proctor can do here. Excellent play. Get this ball wide and out of bounds and regroup is what West Rutland's hoping for here.
Get back!
Even better. Up to midfield and wide. West Rutland up to the far side. And throw. Out of bounds. And we've got a Proctor throw. We've got a sub coming. We've got ball in play. Got a stoppage of play as we sub out. And here Scott Maxim calls a red throw when we resume play.
Didn't want to get him in, man.
Hot day. Team's going to sub as much as they can, but both teams pretty short on the bench. I'm seeing 4 for Proctor and 2, 3 for West Rutland, but that includes some girls playing on the boys' side and some 5th and 6th grade players playing up. All right, direct kick for West Rutland up the far sideline. Let's see if we can control and make something happen here. That's going to be a handball. Off West Rutland. It's going to be a Proctor kick from deep in their own end. Almost the middle of the field. Score still 0-0. 18:30 remains first half. Proctor at West Rutland. That ball's going to carry to the far side. Great challenge by the west side defender. And a turnover. Proctor looking to carry that ball deep, but up and out of danger by the West Rutland fullback. Controls on the far side. 50-50 ball. Green throw. Proctor first to that ball. Swing and a miss for West Rutland. Proctor carries down the far sideline. That ball out of bounds. Be a Proctor throw. We got a Proctor sub coming. 1750 shows on the new scoreboard provided by the West Rutland Booster Club. Amazing what that club does for the athletics here in Westside. New backboards on the sides of the gym last year. New scoreboard for the soccer and baseball fields. Tremendous amount of support here in West Rutland from the Booster Club and the community. I know all the coaches and players appreciate everything that the club does for them. Proctor throw. Nicely controlled deep in the corner. West Rutland takes over. Back and forth. That ball dangerous in the box.
Maggie, let him know you're open.
Bounce to Kyle, who scoops and punts beyond midfield, but controlled by Proctor. Turned right down, looking to the top of the box, but West Rutland clears that out of danger. Proctor ball far side, nice individual move. Sends the West Rutland player falling, has one, and Kyle's playing well. He's had to. All the shots so far taken by Proctor, but Kyle's pitching a shutout at this point. Some nice challenges on his part coming out on balls, and he's caught everything that's been near his hands. This is trouble. West Rutland able to clear. Coming midfield. Great challenge by West Rutland. Let's see if we can make something happen here. Carrying up the near side. sideline, deep into Proctor. Now we need to look to cross that ball and see if we can get somebody to put this in the back of the net. Nice attempt. That is off the frame and out of bounds. Going to be a Proctor goal kick. We got 15:53 first half action. Other games that will also be available on PEG. We had 7th and 8th grade girls. That game was all Proctor, 9-0. This is the 7th and 8th grade boys game. Also available, being taped for PEG, varsity girls Proctor at West Rutland, varsity boys Proctor at West Rutland. The all-you-can-eat buffet of soccer here in West Rutland today. Also 5th and 6th grade action happening on the other field. Did not get a chance to get a camera on that game, but I understand from one of the Proctor players it was a 4-2 Proctor win. Trying to get confirmation on that as Proctor carries up the far sideline. Great individual move. That ball's trouble, top of the box. Oh, great individual move here. That's trouble. Oh my goodness, deeper into the box, has one up and over. That was a great opportunity. Very patient offense for Proctor.
Hey, turn around and lock him in.
Calm and controlled. Working for a great shot. We've got a West Rutland goal kick. Like to see Smith take this outside, but he elects to go up the middle. Great challenge, 50-50 ball, won by West Rutland. Looking to build something here. That ball's in deep. Let's see what we've got. Have one. Oh, baby. Not sure who that was, but that was a great run up the field. Was that Tyler Serrani? Tyler Serrani. Great effort. A lot of speed, great control. Picks his head up. Finds that lower left-hand corner, and that's the first lead West Rutland's seen all day. 1-0 West Rutland, 14-12 in the first half here. 7th and 8th grade soccer action at the West Rutland homecoming. Proctor definitely leading in scoring chances, but West Rutland making the most of theirs, leads on the scoreboard 1-0. That's a green throw. Timmy Blanchard's going to take a look up the sideline and see. Now he's going to be called off and go up. Great throw. Great ball to the middle. West Rutland calling for it. Stripped and nice pull back by West Rutland. Nice foot skills there. But West Rutland wins that 50-50 ball. Proctor got the defense packed in back there, and that ball's going to carry to the sideline. Gathered by West Rutland. Saved and still in play. Thought that was headed out of bounds. I think a couple players did too. Ball just getting kicked around at this point. Not much control. See if one of these teams can settle and make something happen here. Nice turn up. Proctor coach calling for a switch of fields, but that's a turnover there. 50-50 ball, great challenge. Proctor comes out with that ball. Nobody out there. Crosses into the box, and Laughlin comes out to eat that up. Like the way he plays, he makes his mind up and he goes. He's aggressive. And something building here for West Rutland. Carries deep into the corner. Very physical play. Very physical play, and there's a call. Takedown. I think that's Serrani working. Going to be a West Rutland direct kick. Just outside the box is Scott Maxim's call. It's 1-0 West Rutland. Let's see if we can make something happen here. Go up 2-0. Proctor subs coming. Emmett Ackerman, our near side official, asking the West Rutland player to bring it back a little bit. Maxim comes over to show the spot. Put it on my foot. There you have it. That's the spot. Maxim asking for weight on my whistle. Let's see what West Rutland can do here. That ball's played right at net. Straight up. Let's see who wins this 50-50 ball here. Proctor wins the 50-50, but because they jumped into the West Rutland player to gain position for that header. Gonna be a West Rutland direct kick. We've got Ryan Smith gonna put this ball in play. Let's see what happens. He looks right at net. That ball deep in the box. Who we got? Players down. Maxim calls play on. No advantage. Up the far side. Proctor controls. And we're in transition here. Let's see what happens. Kyle's going to come out and take care of that. Great instincts as a goalie. He's tough. He's aggressive. He's got a big foot. Great individual effort. Timmy Blanchard wins that 50-50 ball and sends it wide. West Rutland turns over. That ball deep. And controlled by West Rutland coming to the near side. Got to get there. That ball out of bounds. We've got subs coming for both sides. We'll have a Proctor throw when they resume. We've got a 1-0 West Rutland lead. 9:59 showing on the new scoreboard provided by the West Rutland Booster Club. And back to action. Proctor throw. Gonna be another Proctor throw. Great step for West Rutland. Out into space. That's a rocket off a West Rutland player deep into Proctor end. Looking to play up the sideline. That ball is going to roll and carry, and West Rutland looking to make a throw. I think that's Liam Boyer in front of me. Hoping that somebody makes a run to the corner. That's where he looks. Great throw, Liam. Pressure for West Rutland. More pressure for West Rutland. That's going to be a green throw. Green throw. Deep in the Proctor end. Trying to find some feet and see if we can get this ball to the middle. That ball into the box and then cleared out by Proctor, looking far side. West Rutland over to pressure that. Great hustle. West Rutland controls, looks to the corner. And 50-50 ball down there. We've got a whistle. Going to be a red kick. Foul on West Rutland trying to gain advantage there. We've got a 1-0 game. 8:23 remains first half. This is a 7th and 8th grade boys game here at the West Rutland homecoming. Proctor at West Rutland. I say that with an asterisk. We've got some young ladies on the field, and we also have some 5th and 6th graders up on the field. Both teams a little short. I believe we're playing 9-on-9 to give a few players to the bench. It's a hot, sunny day. We're going to need to rotate players in and out to keep them fresh, but unfortunately both benches quite short. So we're going to have some tired kids by the end of this game. 1-0 West Rutland. Other games that will be available on PEGTV from today's West Rutland homecoming. 7th and 8th grade girls. All Proctor. Don't want to spoil it, but that game ended 9-0. Varsity girls, Proctor at West Rutland. Varsity boys, Proctor at West Rutland. Also available on PEG and available to stream on the PEG website. You go to, I believe, PEGTV.org. Click on the video on demand. There's a search box. You can search for whatever you want to watch, but you will be able to find Proctor at West Rutland Varsity girls, Proctor at West Rutland Varsity boys, 7th and 8th grade, Proctor at West Rutland girls, and this game, 7th and 8th grade boys, Proctor at West Rutland. Also taping several other home games for West Rutland, primarily varsity boys. We'll try and add some additional games in as time allows. That ball carries out the far side, off the end line. We're going to have a West Rutland goal kick. Smith takes it to the far corner of the box and elects to go up the middle. Controlled by Proctor. That ball skips off a player, deflection, and Westside goalkeeper Kyle Laughlin, grabs and kicks out to midfield. Great challenge by West Rutland. Great individual move, West Rutland. No pressure on the ball for West Rutland. Proctor carries up the far sideline. That ball up, over, and out. Sub coming for Proctor. Goal kick coming for West Rutland. And Smith sets this on the near corner of the box. Knocks that ball down, controlled by Proctor. Who's that, Joe?
We've got 4 sophomores that are going to all get
Oh, great individual move. Proctor wheeling and dealing at the top of the box. West Rutland's going to clear this ball out, and they do. Dangerous action there. Up to midfield, Proctor rams it right back down into the box, and Kyle comes out, plays it on a hop, looks to send this ball near side, almost midfield. Let's see if we can control and turn this. Proctor player gets a touch and goes out of bounds. Sub's coming. Timekeeper Serrani asking West Rutland to hold that ball until subs are clear. Liam Boyer going to make the throw. Hoping somebody makes a corner run. Out of bounds. West Rutland throw. Boyer hoping somebody makes a corner run here. Controlled by Serrani and out. Proctor throw. Subs coming. Stoppage of play. 3:25 remains. First half. West Rutland 1, Proctor 0. Proctor definitely has more scoring chances, but their keeper has been up to every save so far. That's trouble. Gathered by Smith. And up to the middle. Turnover. West Rutland. Look to the sideline. Nice pass. See if we can make something happen here. A little too far out. And that's turned up by Proctor. Finds a player in space. Looking to go deep into the corner and then cross this over. Takes a shot from just inside the box, and that is low to the right. West Rutland goal kick. West Rutland goal kick. Brian Smith lining it up. Liam Boyer wide open. That'd be a nice play right now instead of just kicking it as hard as you can, but Smith elects to just blast it to the middle. Sometimes the right play there on that goal kick is to make a 20-yard pass wide, gain control of the ball and build something. Hard to resist the temptation at this age to just kick it as hard as you can and get it as far from your goal as you can. We got West Rutland building pressure. That ball's into the box. Cleared out by Proctor. Carries to the far sideline. Proctor gathers. Halftime whistle for the 5th and 6th grade game sounds. We'll see if we can get an update there. This is a nice spot for West Rutland. Make a little space and have one. Great ball to the middle. That is great composure by the Proctor defense. Calmly gather, get that ball out. Boyer makes the throw, looking for feet. That ball's out of bounds. We got a Proctor throw. We are under a minute remaining, first half. Proctor throw headed out of bounds by West Rutland. Proctor throw might have caught a couple of the West Rutland players. Not quite ready there. Great challenge. 50-50 ball. West Rutland gathers, sends it up the sideline, and that ball sent back to midfield and sent deep by the West Rutland fullback. Ball bounces to midfield. We got 20 seconds left here. Definitely time for Proctor to make something happen. We need to get this ball up and out. There it is. That's the right play. Great hustle, great save, Boyer. A little bit of time. There we go. Calling that, excuse me, red throw. Well, regardless, that is going to end the first half here in West Rutland. We have West Rutland 1, Proctor 0. Start of the second half. Proctor ball. They start at midfield. We got a 30-minute half to go. Proctor calmly controls, sends that ball wide. West Rutland challenges, and it's going to run out. Nice hustle for Proctor, but that ball carries out. We got a green throw. Nice strong throw, Brian Smith. He tries to make a little space. That ball straight up, controlled by West Rutland. Header, volley, and that might turn into something here for West Rutland. That ball carries, and Proctor comes out. Couple bounces, and that ball gets caught in the wind. Dies near side. West Rutland can't control there, and we've got a red throw. Proctor going to put this ball in play, coming up the near sideline. Great throw. West Rutland tries to control, misplay back to the West Rutland defense, and that ball deep. West Rutland coming up to pressure. Proctor clears to the sideline, controlled by West Rutland. Calmly played back by West Rutland, chipped up and over to the sideline. That ball just over the West Rutland defender. That's a ball into space for Proctor. West Rutland defense up to the task. Settles and clears. It's going to be a Proctor throw on the far sideline. Ball into space. Proctor carries down deep into the corner, top of the box, looking to make something happen. Finds a player who sends that deep into the box. And we've got an offside call. Before the ball was released. Could be a goal kick. Kyle Loughlin got to put that into play. Midfield to the middle, controlled and brought back into the box by Proctor, and that ball's going to be controlled. Nice spot here, feed it into the corner maybe and try and make something happen. Ball out into space, and West Rutland controls. Back wide, back to the middle. Nice hustle for Proctor to come back, gain control of that ball. Tries to move. And West Rutland shuts the door on that. Nice little spin there. 1-on-2. Controlled by Proctor up the sideline. West Rutland doing a nice job of stepping to the ball this half. Sideline. West Rutland steps in front, sends it to the middle. Player goes down, but no call. That ball out of play. We got a Proctor throw. We've got 26 minutes. 26 minutes left in the second half. We got a 1-0 West Rutland lead. Most of the play so far this half's been through the middle of the field. Proctor looking to cross. West Rutland's going to get this up and out. Dangerous spot. 3 players down. Maxim calls play. No advantage. That ball roll into the corner. Settled and turned. Up the near sideline, West Rutland. That's going to carry out of bounds. And we've got a Proctor throw. On it with the wind. That ball skips at midfield and cleared out wide by Proctor. Up the far sideline, Proctor controls, turns. Nice ball up the sideline. Great challenge by West Rutland. Lucky ball, but no advantage. Maxim calls play. Nice ball into space. Proctor looking to make something happen from the side of the box. Another save by Kyle. A couple dribbles. He'll send this one back out here to midfield. That carries over. That could be trouble. Proctor, keeper. Woo! Comes out to challenge Kyle with a shot on goal on that pump. High bounce cleared over the Proctor defense and surprise some people there. Proctor's goalkeeper comes out, puts it back in play, and now we're back to midfield. 23 minutes, 40 seconds remain. Second half action. West Rutland homecoming. Proctor 7th and 8th grade boys at West Rutland 7th and 8th grade boys. Both teams have brought some players up from the 5th and 6th grade teams, and I know there are a few young ladies out on the field as well. Great individual effort. Let's see what we can make out of this. Deep off the end line. Going to be a West Rutland corner. Proctor goalkeeper thinks it's a goal kick, but it's a West Rutland corner here. Looks like Ryan Smith's going to serve this ball into the middle and see if we can make something happen here, add to this 1-0 lead. Beautiful ball into the box. It's anybody's ball. Proctor goalkeeper gathers and punts to the top of the box, controlled by West Rutland. See if we can settle this and make a pass here. I think that's Blanchard working one-on-one. Now 1-on-2, tries to cross off the Proctor player, controlled by Blanchard. Working with his left foot. That ball's off the end line. And Proctor goal kick. Nice pressure by West Rutland there. right up the middle. Gathered by West Rutland. Nice play by the Proctor defense to shut the door. Served back into the box by the West Rutland defense. And Proctor's keeper out to gather that. Couple dribbles and a punt. High kick gathered by West Rutland. Nice ball to the outside here. Going to turn and get his right foot on this. Right into the box, right into the hands of the Proctor goalkeeper. See if West Rutland can gather this as well. A couple dribbles and a kick. West Rutland steps to the ball. Controls, looking far side. Oh, great move. Cut back. Let's see if we can make something happen here. Great pressure by West Rutland. The key to this is winning these 50-50 balls and turning the pressure back towards the goal. Great pressure by West Rutland. Ball deep. Cleared back up to midfield by the Proctor defense. 50-50 ball. Kicked around, gathered by Proctor. Sent wide to the near side, but West Rutland gathers. Great cross. How about having one here? Guess he's a little further out than I thought he was. Smith off the Proctor defender. 50-50 ball into the middle. And Proctor gathers. Great hustle back by West Rutland. Steps to the ball, keeps the pressure on. Great aggressive play by the Proctor goalkeeper on that. He dribbles, he punts. And again, West Rutland first to the ball. Building some pressure here. That ball served wide. We've got West Rutland subs coming. We've got a Proctor goal kick. See if West Rutland can keep them locked in here. They've had great pressure the last 3 or 4 minutes. We're down under 20 minutes remaining. Second half of the homecoming game here, 7th and 8th grade boys. We got a 1-0 West Rutland lead over Proctor. Additional games from today will be available to stream on PEG. Watch on PEG and stream on their website. 7th and 8th grade girls action, varsity girls action, and varsity boys action all being covered today. Thankful to be shooting from the back of John Harvey's pickup truck here between the benches at West Rutland's field. That ball sent wide, and Alan Baird scoops. Gets that ball off to Ryan Smith. Illegal throw. Back foot came up. Call from the far side. Proctor throw. Proctor trying to relieve the pressure they've been under here. Carries up the far sideline. Great clear to cross to the middle. Great job of the West Rutland defender to step to that. Clear all the way to the far side. We've got a Proctor throw. That was looking dangerous, but West Rutland able to clear. Great pressure on the ball for West Rutland. Gains control. Sends it into the Proctor end of the field. Gathered, turned up to midfield by Proctor. That ball's out of bounds off West Rutland. We've got a Proctor throw coming. 17 minutes remaining. Second half, 1-0 West Rutland lead. West Rutland gathers, nice ball into space, but the Proctor defender steps up, challenges, clears. And we've got some space here for Proctor. Great hustle back, no call. A little bit overexcited there, a little bit over aggressive. Going to be a Proctor kick. About 30 yards out, I'm guessing. That ball, that's a well-struck ball. Kyle often sees it all the way, calmly gathers, a couple dribbles, and here comes the big pump. That ball skips over, high bounce. Oh, here we go, in all alone. Can we finish? Great play by the Proctor goalkeeper to keep that ball out of the back of the net. Very aggressive. One too many touches for West Side. Got to get that shot off. Great challenge here on the near side. Off Blanchard and out of bounds. Red throw. Proctor hustling over to put this ball in play. Throw to the middle. West Rutland player goes down, and 50-50 ball here. Won by Proctor. Another 50-50, won by Proctor. Well, I thought Proctor might play deep back to their defense there, but instead he turns the corner on the far sideline. Got a little bit of space here, looking to make something happen. Going to try and cross this into the box. Great pass, all alone. Kyle comes out and shuts the door. Reminds me a little bit of Emmett Ackerman there. Ball back in play. Oh, great cut by Blanchard. Looking to make something happen here. Individual effort, but the door's shut. Blanchard out. Serrani in. Green throw. Time continues to wind. Down to 14 minutes in the second half. West Rutland maintaining their 1-0 lead. First half, pretty evenly played. I think Proctor had more scoring chances, but West Rutland able to find the back of the net. West Rutland more pressure on the Proctor goalkeeper this half. That ball straight up. Not trapped by either team, but West Rutland gathers, tries to send it deep, back, far side. A lot of time, a lot of space. Great look to the middle. Oh, wheeling all alone. Get a foot on this. Another great play by the Proctor goalkeeper. Could be 3 or 4-0, but he is playing fantastic. High punt coming close side. West Rutland was able to be first to those for quite a stretch early in the half, but Proctor wins that. Skips past the Proctor defender, and their keeper able to gather. Low line drive pump, rolls far side up near midfield. West Rutland looking for more. Well, player goes down and call for a foul on Proctor. That ball about 40 yards out, 30 yards out. Let's see what West Rutland has in mind. Looks like Smith's going to put this ball in play. That was a rocket. Straight on net, right into the hands of the Proctor keeper. That ball skips. West Rutland hustling. West Rutland tries to clear, but off their shin pad. This is a foot race now. And guess who's there to gather? No hesitation for Kyle, and that ball is an absolute bomb. Uncommon, I think, for a 7th and 8th grader to have that kind of foot from his own neck. Routinely to midfield and sometimes beyond for Kyle's punts. Subs coming. 11 7:50 remaining. Proctor visiting West Rutland for the homecoming games. This is 7th and 8th grade boys with some 5th and 6th graders playing up and also some young ladies on the field. Both sides short, so we're playing 9-on-9 and calling for support from other teams. That ball deep to the far side. See if West Rutland can catch up with it. Keeps it in play. Great ball to the side of the box. Dangerous ball across the front of the Proctor net. Out of bounds. I believe we have a Proctor goal kick coming here. See if West Rutland can be first to the ball. Turn this pressure right back down on it. At this age level, it's hard for the defense to get this ball up and out sometimes on these goal kicks. They just don't have the leg to clear it all the way out of danger. And oftentimes the other team is able to turn those goal kicks right back down into pressure. A lot of time, a lot of space. Takes a look, shouldered off the ball, but no call. Great work for the Proctor player there to gain advantage, get the angle and control that ball. Up the far side, gathered by West Rutland, 50-50 ball, both players down, no advantage. That ball gathered out into space. A lot of room for a Proctor player, but the West Rutland defense is there. West Rutland coach calling to keep the hands down, can't afford a foul there in the box, no shot. That was a nice recovery by the West Rutland defense there, not allowing a shot after the Proctor player got in some space in a dangerous spot. Now he's working alone in the corner. Looks to support. West Rutland player overruns that. Great little poke. West Rutland controls. All kinds of time, all kinds of space. Fatigue starting to be a factor here as West Rutland serves deep into the corner. Great cross all the way through. And that ball carries out of bounds and down the hill. Not sure if that's going to be a goal kick or a corner. Couldn't tell who last touched, but it looks like they're setting up for a goal kick. We've got 9:22 remaining, 1-0 West Rutland over Proctor at the homecoming games here in West Side. More homecoming action available on PEG. If you go to their website, you can click on the search video on demand and then enter in the search box. You'll be able to find 7th and 8th grade girls, Proctor at West Rutland. You'll be able to find varsity girls, Proctor at West Rutland. We're also covering varsity boys, Proctor at West Rutland. Thanks to PEG for allowing us to borrow this equipment, film this game, and get it on TV for everybody to enjoy. Scott Maxim taking charge, asking both players to keep their hands down. No foul call, but a warning given, drop ball, ball back in play. Nice job of Scott to just keep things in check. Ball rolling near sideline. Trapped by Alan Baird, he's going to hand off. Got a green throw coming, got subs coming. We got Patrick Smith looking to make the throw. I believe he's one of the players pulled up from the 5th and 6th grade game. That ball served to middle, all kinds of space. Kids are getting tired. It's hard to hustle to those balls. Oh, that's a nice move by Proctor, deep in the far side. Tackle in the box. Crowd screaming for a call. No call. Crowd still screaming for a call. I'll let you decide. Proctor coach calling for a foul in the box. Regardless, West Side goalkeeper gathers, punts deep out of trouble, and now we're back to midfield here. Nice ball to the corner. West Rutland's got to get to that. Here we go. A little bit of time, a little bit of space. Looks to serve to the middle. Great work by the Proctor defense to gather, make a move, get some space, and get that out of danger for a green throw. got a green throw coming. 6 minutes, 46 seconds remain. Second half, West Rutland 1, Proctor 0. Proctor steps to the ball, out of bounds. Another green throw. Patrick Smith calling for the ball. He wants to make the deep throw. See who he can find here. Serrani's got a little space behind him there. I'm not sure if Patrick can get it that far, but that's where he's looking. 50-50 ball, out of bounds, green throw. Smith looking to put this ball in play. Find some feet and make something happen. Great move into open space by Serrani. Cleared out of danger, and we have West Rutland throw. Clock continues to tick down, all this time winding off the clock, certainly to the advantage of West Rutland, holding that 1-0 lead. Ball gathered by Proctor. They turn. West Rutland hustling back. Nice wheels. Great job getting back into the play there by Timmy Blanchard, playing both ways. Ball down the sideline. Whew. Kyle's going to come out and calmly gather. 5:33 remains. Crowd calling for an obstruction call. Maxim indicates not an intentional screen. Not intentional obstruction, no call. Loose ball, midfield. Proctor gathers, looks to space. West Rutland steps, sends back to the middle. And Proctor volleys deeper into the west side, and we're back to midfield. Race to the far sideline. And Proctor perseveres, sends the ball deep to the corner. Crowd calling for a cross to the middle. West Rutland defense gathers, rolls out to near midfield. Timmy Blanchard makes a little space, sends that deep. That ball's a rocket into the lower right-hand corner. Great finish for West Rutland, and that's going to give you a 2-0 lead with 4:34 remaining. Great job of West Rutland to gather that ball, pick your head up, find your corner, and bury it. Clock winds. Proctor controls that midfield, drops back to their defense, sends far sideline. West Rutland first to the ball. 50-50 ball. That ball rolls near sideline. West Rutland gathers, looks up the sideline, makes a little move to gather some space, and puts it right up the middle. Gathered by Proctor. Chipped up the sideline. Up and over the West Rutland defense, and the west side goalkeeper Kyle Offen calmly comes out. Couple dribbles, big bomb of a puck. Over midfield, and with the bounce, that's to the top of the box. 50-50 ball. Proctor gathers, working to make space, stripped by west side. Blanchard goes down, and he's going to get the call there. Sorry, that's not Blanchard. Not sure who that is. Don't know these players particularly well, I'm afraid, at this level. But regardless, we've got a kick for West Rutland direct, deep to the corner. Beautiful spot. That ball out of play. Proctor coach calling for a red throw. And here it comes. We're down to 2:50 with a 2-0 West Rutland lead. That ball up near midfield on the skip. High in the air. Settled by West Rutland. 50-50 ball. And then a nice volley. That's going to skip over the Proctor defender. Nope. West Rutland gathers, looks, beautiful cross to the middle. There it is. West Rutland great pressure. That ball out of bounds. We've got a green throw and Smith wants to make it. 2:09 remains. No hurry to put this ball back in play here. Clock continuing to wind. Great throw. Deep into the Proctor end. Fatigue definitely a factor now. These boys having a hard time getting after those loose balls. That ball carries out the far end. Off the goal line. We've got a corner for West Rutland. See if we can serve this to the middle and make something happen. There it is, top of the box. Left foot, blocked by Proctor. Over to the far sideline. Great individual effort on the far side, wins that ball. Back to the middle, toe poke. Great save by the Proctor goalkeeper. He has been their best player today. This game could be 7-0. That ball deep. Proctor, West Rutland defense back on it, cleared out of danger. That's a smart play with a minute left. We've got a Proctor throw. West Rutland happy to just contain and keep this ball outside at this point with the clock winding. Great move, looking to get this ball to the middle. Here we go. That ball up to midfield. We're down to 38 seconds. I'd like to thank PEGTV for allowing us to use this equipment to get this game taped and on air. Proctor. Oh my God, a rocket. A save off the hands of Laughlin, off the crossbar, back to Proctor. And Laughlin drops on that to preserve the shutout. That brings it down to 15 seconds, and as we've seen all game, when Kyle gets that ball in his hands and he's got the room to punt, it is midfield or better every single time. Great pressure. Proctor goalkeeper steps out to gather. That was a well-played game for both sides. Nice close game, 2-0. Fantastic work by both goalkeepers here today. Great pressure in the second half by West Rutland. We'll get this team shaking hands. Proctor keeper played an absolutely fantastic job today. He made save after save. Teams lining up for the handshake. Also available to watch today at the part of the West Rutland festivities here at homecoming. We've got varsity boys. We've got varsity girls, we've got 7th and 8th grade girls, and this 7th and 8th grade boys game. Love the handshake at the end of the game. And that's going to do it.